Hi friends, welcome back to Indian Football Supporters YouTube channel. Today we are going to preview Kerala Blasters for ISL Season 8. Today here with me, Priyanshu Mukherjee. If you want to join me like this, please contact me through Instagram. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Other clubs podcast was coming soon, so subscribe to get videos. Okay, start the preview. Priyanush, what do you think about Kerala Blasters' new coach, Ivan Vukovic?
Yeah. You see, Kerala Blasters and new coaches is very common thing because I think they are the only ISL club that has changed coaches for multiple number of times. The stability which is required, for a club to prosper and progress, and a big club like Kerala Blasters who have such a huge fan base, they aren't getting that. But again, not something new. A new coach. We hope that he stays for very long time at Kerala Blasters. The management trusts him, and Ivan is such a coach that has come with very good reputation to India, especially to Kerala Blasters, and will help them provide more stability to their defense, which has been leaking goals from the past couple of seasons. The reason why Kerala Blasters are ending at such places in the table. I think he will provide that defensive stability more to Kerala Blasters, which is needed.
Priyanush, what do you think about the results of Durand Cup in of Kerala Blasters?
I think pure lack of game time or pure lack of practice before the Durand Cup that led to Kerala Blasters getting knocked out of the group stages itself and not able to make the knockout stages. We had a few of the Kerala Blasters players impressing in that short group stage run. One of them was the new signing which they had recently in Adrian Luna. He's a player who has come with some great reputation from the A League and surely made his mark in the group stages of the Durand Cup. He was also voted as the fans' favorite player of the Durand Cup season. So yes, a very short stint for Goa at the Durand Cup, but yes, one of their player has definitely made a mark.
Kerala Blasters, the one club, started an yearly preseason. They had planned to grow about, but that was not happen. But they started preseason than other clubs. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think again, a very, a very good thing that Ivan Vukmanovic has, bought to Kerala Blasters, that he has started the preseason early, which definitely provides the club with an added advantage around the other ISL clubs that are playing. And secondly, the thought about going abroad. I think the place which they had planned to go is Dubai. I don't know if they're still going to go ahead with it, but yeah, I think playing against the Gulf clubs before the start of the ISL season is a really huge boost for the entire KBFC team. I think they will get to learn a lot from the Gulf sides because naturally the Gulf sides are a bit higher in quality and caliber when compared to ISL clubs. So they will not only get the game time but also will learn from those players playing in those preseason friendlies in Dubai and all.
Kerala Blasters was signed new seven foreigners this season. They released their all old seven foreigners. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I again think that
No,
Kerala
they,
Blasters are still finding their perfect core. The Indian players haven't changed that much. They still have got some good Indian players like Sahal, Rahul KP, Prashant. Their goalkeeper remains the same, Albino Gomez. So their Indian core is almost the same. But again, changing the foreign core, bringing in foreign players every year, the foreign players getting suited to
they have
the
no
team's playing condition It is just it's nothing new in ISL, and especially for Kerala Blasters, because as far as I know that last season also they had the center back partnership of Costa and Kone, which was I
Yes,
think
yes.
a really very bad center back partnership that resulted in so many goals that Kerala Blasters conceded. This year they have Enes Sipovic, who has already played a season in ISL, so I think he won't take much time, to get used to the conditions here in India, as he has already played one season, and just hope that he brings that stability to the defense of Kerala Blasters. And Luna, as I said again, he will be the main man for Kerala Blasters to link attack and defense together, and to provide those assists for along with to provide assists with along with Sahal Abdul Samad. So his role and Sahal Abdul Samad's role in the middle of the park will be very crucial if Kerala Blasters need to have any chance of making it to the top four this time around.
This year, they have very good young talent Indian players like Ash Adhikari, Sri Kuttan, Rahul KP. They have to utilize them for the matches.
Yeah, obviously, they should actually start using them from game one, because bringing the player in the middle of the season or at the end of the season to just to see that if anything is else is working or not, it is just very brainless stuff. They should actually go with these new players from the start of the season, so that they get a fair picture of what player can bring them what through the middle of the season, and then they can actually have a good have a permanent starting 11, which they will eventually figure out by the season mid, and that will be a really huge boost to Kerala Blasters and their fortunes of making it to the top four.
In Durand Cup, Rahul KP got so many chances to score goals, but he not scored. What was he lacking?
Yeah, the clear thing which I think most of the Indian players lack, which is finishing. They
Yes,
are just not clinical in front of the goal. They somehow they do brilliantly in the middle of the park. They bring the ball in front of the goal, but then they lack that finishing touch, which is quite missing. And the same problem that Rahul KP has it's the same with even Sahal. The previous day was watching the game of India versus Sri Lanka. Sahal had I think a very good chance from just outside the 6 yard box, and
yes,
Sahal
yes,
had to just drive his left foot through the ball, but there was no power in the left foot, which I think is the weaker foot of Sahal. But even with his right feet, I haven't seen him scoring some venomous strikes, which I think he should have scored. And I've seen him creating so many goal scoring opportunities for himself, but again, the same thing which he lacks is that is finishing. And he isn't clinical in front of goal, which has costed Kerala Blasters n number of games against n number of oppositions. And so that is something that every Indian player has, but that is something Kerala Blasters players have to personally improve. To give Kerala Blasters some chance, to make it to the top four.
yes. Guys, our Rohan was joined to us. Let's ask him a question.
I'm so
Rohan,
sorry. Sorry for joining you. Yeah.
okay. Rohan, this year also Kerala Blasters goalkeepers not such good.
Yeah, I mean, being honest, they got Albino Gomes, who was quite decent last season, although he made many mistakes. He was quite decent. And coming up to the reserve goalkeeper, he's only played one game in the World Cup, but he's been pretty impressive. He's been pretty impressive. He's getting the hype, and I think it's quite good. But according to me, the goalkeeper department was quite weak this time, and yeah, they do have only one main goalkeeper, which is Albino Gomes, and he's a youngster. He'll improve soon. So yeah, it's quite weak, but it's all trusted. It's all Kerala Blasters is putting a lot of trust in Albino Gomes. So I believe he'll do the job for them. Let's see.
Yes. Priyanush, what will be? lineup of Kerala Blasters for ISL Season 8 potential lineup?
I think Luna, and I guess they have some new foreign striker up front.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
They have a
so
Guru and they
yeah,
have a
yeah,
Guru and
that
yeah.
that foreign striker is obvious, because we see that in every ISL team that they trust the foreign strikers much more than they trust the Indian.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's a common thing, and I think Kerala Blasters will go with that foreign striker up front along with Luna, Sahal in the mid of the park, along with Rahul KPS on the right hand side of the mid. That's a right mid, and I presume that they 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 will play.
Yes.
Key formation, and Ivan likes to change a lot of formations. He's a shifter, so basically starting up with the goalkeeper, it's obviously going to be Albania Gomes, and coming up to the right back position, I think I'm going to choose Jessel. Yeah, he's very good. I'll choose Jessel, and in the center back position, I think I'll choose the new foreign defender which they recently signed. It's Tipovic or Lashkovic, any one of them, let it be. And in the other center back, they have another Indian center back who was named the center back of last season in I League. I think it's Pavniku, so I'm going with him. And in the left back position, I'll choose Nishu Kumar as well. And coming up to the midfield, I think I'll go with Jeetsun Sahal and Luna. And in the attack, I'll choose Rahul KP, Pereira Diaz, and along with the new foreign striker Alvaro.
Okay. Rohan, other ISL clubs' Asian signings was Australian players, Kyrgyzstan
Yes,
players,
yes,
Iranian players. They
yeah.
signed very quality national team players, but Kerala Blasters signed Bhutanese player. What do you think about it?
Yeah, Chencho has experience in ISL already. He's played before.
Yes, yes.
So,
He played for BFC, but not
yes,
got
yes.
chances.
He didn't get much chances. That's true. Because, Miko is always the main man for BFC. Miko was injured. So, yeah, he got a play, he got a decent game time, but he couldn't do much. And Chencho, he's a backup. Kerala Blasters signed him as a backup. His acrobatics, his pace, he's got some couple of skills. He's even named the Bhutan of Ronaldo. So, he's good, but then he's coming out from Bhutan. He's not a big game player. So let's see what he does. I mean, everyone signs from Australia and those Middle East countries, but it's a weird signing. But I think as he has experience playing in India, his stats are really good. 220 games, he scored 150 plus goals. His stats are impressive. He has experience in India, so I believe he's going to do good. But anyways, he's not going to get much game time. But I think he'll come up in the 75th minute or something, and he'll bring the pace, as a super sub. So let's see.
Okay. Priyanush, can
I
you
think
hear me?
I think Priyan
Yes,
is
yes,
not
yes.
there.
I just
Oh
got
yeah, he joined back.
disconnected.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What difference had to KBFC bring this season from last season?
Yeah, everything is new.
Yes,
As I said earlier also, that the new coach has bring in a new system,
yes,
new players. The Indian core remains the same, but
Yeah.
the game will again revolve around the foreigners.
Yes.
Chencho there, Luna is there, Sipovic, they will bring in defensive stability. Then
Yeah.
Harmanjot Kabra, already a veteran in ISL, played for BFC for a long time and now playing for Kerala Blasters. Same goes with Nishukumar. He had an injury prone season last year, but I think these experienced heads in defense of Nishu Kumar, Harmanjit Khabra, then Enes Sipovic, they should bring that defensive stability which Kerala Blasters is
Yeah.
lacking for the past couple of seasons. And as I rightly said, that they will start with their foreign striker up front. I think Chengcho should start. Him being you know not new to India. He has been with BFC
Yeah. He
for
has
a
experience.
couple of years. Yes. So I think Chengcho to start up front, and Luna Sahal, then Rahul KP. He's a very good youngster. He will bring in that raw pace, and he has determination to do something on the pitch. I think NS Sipovic will be partnered by Abdul Haku if Haku is fit at the start of the season. I
Yeah,
don't know because he was injured in the Durand Cup. So if he is fit, I think he might start with NS Sipovic at the back. So yeah, this is how I think that uh, Kerala Blasters is different completely this season, and I think they are better as they have better foreigners as compared to last season.
yeah, you're right.
Rohan,
Yes.
which are the
Yes.
players we had to watch in ISL season 8 of Kerala Blasters?
If you're asking me, seeing the Durant Cup, the players weren't impressive. They were quite cheap, cheaply giving away balls. They couldn't keep possession. But if you're asking me which are the players, I think the one player to watch out for is Diaz, the striker which just signed. He was in his prime 2 years ago with uh Johor Dohor, I think. Johor Darul. Yeah, he was in his
Yes,
prime
yes.
2 seasons back. His stats
Okay.
were absolutely impressive 2 seasons back. The last season he was quite down, but before that, he was absolutely incredible. So he's one man to watch out for, along with Alvaro as well. His stats were pretty bad as well last season, but a lot of people hype him. So let's see what he does. I think these two are the main ones to watch up, along with Luna as well. But he wasn't so good in the Durant Cup, so I'm not gonna add him here. I think Diaz and Alvaro are two players to watch out for, along with their new foreign defender Leshkovic. He's from Dynamo Zagreb. That's a huge club, for him. Dynamo Zagreb, the Croatian giant. So he's coming up from there. He's gonna bring in a lot of experience. So yeah, I think these two are the ones to watch out for.
Priyansh, your opinion.
Again, the same thing, you know.
You can tell Indian players.
Yeah, Indian players, as I said, the core is the same from the
Okay.
last
Yeah.
couple of seasons now. As I think this might be the third season of Rahul KP playing for Kerala Blasters. He was
Yes,
there
Rahul.
last season and season before that too. And Sahal, he's also now an experienced campaigner when it comes to ISL. So these two are the main Indian players whom everything will be focused on for Kerala Blasters. If they start combining well, if they start creating chances together and improve their finishing and start scoring, then I think Kerala Blasters will be certainly a threatening team, to the top ISL clubs this season,
Yes.
such as ATK Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City FC, and rejuvenated BFC, which was, I felt that was lost somewhere else last season. They were, playing good
Yeah.
in parts, such as the game against Mumbai City FC that they had won 4-2. That was a very good game, but then again, there were a few games
Yeah.
where they lost unexpectedly. So I think they will be a threat this season, as we had already seen in the AFC Cup. They defeated 6-2, I think, was the
Yeah.
scoreline against
Yeah.
uh,
Against Mazia.
Asia. So they are ruthless this season because I think Leon Augustin has come to his greatest form of his life, and I think Udanta has found a new himself from somewhere else when he looks attacking again, and they already have the evergreen Sunil Chetri along with Clayton Silva and also. So I think Kerala Blasters will be a threat for such weak teams. Let's see what happens.
Yes. Rohan, what will be position of Kerala Blasters after this season? Can
It's really
they
hard to predict.
can they change their fortunes this season?
It's hard to predict, But
Yeah.
we've seen them in Durant Cup. They were actually kind of bad, and coming to last season as well, they were really bad. So I don't know. It's hard to predict because as an honest fan, I think they're gonna miss out on somewhere around sixth or seventh position. But to be honest, from last season, if they finish at sixth or seventh or at least fifth, it's a good upgrade for KBFC. It's a good slow step for them.
Priyansh, your turn.
Yeah, I think that wherever they finish this season, I think the main thing is they should not sack the coach. They should
Yeah,
trust the coach, which is
exactly.
the most important thing which in football, because this is
Yeah,
not a way that football progresses. You see top European leagues, they don't sack a coach, if even if he has a bad season. And
Yeah,
if KBFC finish, mid-table this season, that is a huge boost for them. And I think they should continue with Ivan and give him
yes,
some chance, because if given him chance, then I think he will be more compact and ruthless come the next season, because he will already have a season under his belt in India. And always, as I have said, that the Indian core remains the same, so he will have the same Indians. And he might, you don't know, he might retain the same foreigners to a large extent, which will make KBFC the same team that it was last year. And it will make it easier for the players to gel together, and to find those right combinations. And KBFC, they have a large number of fans, and I think this is something hard done on their fans, because being having such a fan base and loitering at the bottom of the table from
yeah,
the past couple of seasons is really hard to see for their fan base. So I think
yep,
the fans still support them, they still believe in them. So I think it's time for the KBFC management to stick to particular things, to start believing in coaches and players, and eventually the result will come. It's all about the process. They I think KBFC should actually learn and see top European clubs. For example, Arsenal, they had such a miserable run with Arteta from the mid-season last year to the to one
Yes.
month back of this season. They had a horrible time with Arteta. Same with Man United. They are also having a very bad run with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They aren't winning
yeah,
any trophies, but they are winning game, so which is giving the management, the club management, a belief that if they stick around with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they will surely that trophy which they want is surely around the corner, they believe. So I think
yeah,
trusting is the main thing, but again the rest depends on the management, how they think. We cannot certainly change their thinking, their point of view. So
yeah,
again,
you're right. Yeah, as you said, they gotta trust the process and trust the coach and give him some time to prove himself.
Yes, yes, Priyanshu, your point was very correct.
Yeah,
Kerala Blasters fans
well said.
not want their team in bottom position. They want at least in mid position of table, at least not
Yeah,
winning the cup.
yeah, and
yeah,
honest
as I
KBFC
said,
fan.
that the fans of Kerala Blasters, they deserve at least a mid-table finish this season, because they have been supporting their team no matter what happens.
Yes,
They are supporting their teams wherever the teams are getting trolled, or something is happening. So I think they deserve a mid-table finish this season, which will eventually be a stepping stone in them finishing at the top of the table next season. Who knows?
yes.
To be
Okay,
honest,
guys.
an honest KBFC fan, a honest man, they would want KBFC to finish in the mid-table first, because asking for the playoffs suddenly is it's not going to be easy for them. As we've seen, the Indian talent they haven't been good in the Durand Cup, so mid-table finish would actually be a good result for them. So let's see.
Yes,
Yeah, as I've already
That's
said
true.
that
Yeah,
this season I think the top four is pretty much decided before the start of the season, which is
yeah,
of ATK Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City FC, FC Goa, and I think there will be a fierce competition between Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and even if you want to say Odisha, because they
yeah,
have roped in some very strong foreign players. They have got the backing of David Pia as their club director. So that
yeah,
fourth place will be fiercely fought between Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Odisha.
yeah. You're right.
yes. Okay, guys, video is over. I hope you enjoyed this video. We made a better video for you guys. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you, Rohan and Priyanush, for
Yeah,
joining with
thanks,
me.
guys.
I
Thanks,
hope
thanks.
you will join again with us. Thanks
Yeah,
for watching. Bye.
thank
Sure,
you.
sure.
Bye. See
Thank
you
you.
Thanks.
later.
Bye.
Thank you.